Money. For some, it's a lifelong chase. For others, a quiet mastery. We often reduce it to formulas, spreadsheets, interest rates, market trends. But here's the twist. The real story of money? It plays out far from the numbers. It unfolds at dinner tables, shaped by ego, fear, upbringing, and emotion. Because financial success isn't just about what you know, it's about how you behave. This idea, inspired by Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money, opens the door to a deeper truth, one that most investors overlook. So let's dive into the invisible forces that quietly shape your financial destiny. Lesson 1. Your financial DNA is personal. Why do two people with the same income make completely different money decisions? It's not just math, it's memory. Each of us carries a unique financial blueprint, shaped by when we were born, the values our parents held, and the economic environment we came up in. Someone raised during a bull market might see investing as a world of opportunity. But someone shaped by the sting of inflation, they may see nothing but risk. These early experiences build a mental filter, one that colors how we see every dollar, every investment, every choice. As Morgan Housel puts it, people do some crazy things with money, but no one is crazy. The real takeaway: understand your money story and respect someone else's, because once you recognize your own biases, your decisions get clearer, your empathy gets stronger, and your strategy, it gets a whole lot smarter. Lesson 2. Time beats talent. Think being rich is all about being the smartest person in the room? Think again. Warren Buffett's billions aren't just the result of brilliance. They're the product of starting early and staying consistent. He began investing at just 10 years old, and while his strategy remained steady, over 90% of his net worth came after he turned 65. That's the quiet, underestimated force of compounding when it's given time to breathe. Now imagine if Buffett had started later, even with the same skill set. His fortune? It would be just a fraction of what it is today. The lesson here is simple but powerful. Time is the ultimate multiplier. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to be patient. Start early, stay consistent, and let time do the heavy lifting. Lesson 3. Beware of pessimism. Why does bad news grab your attention faster than good news? Because in finance, fear shouts while progress whispers. Optimism is often brushed off as wishful thinking, while pessimism puts on the mask of realism. But history paints a different picture. Markets recover, businesses adapt, innovation pushes forward. Here's the problem. Setbacks are sudden and loud. Progress, it's slow, steady, and easy to miss. A crash makes headlines, but a decade-long 140% gain, it barely gets a mention. The real secret to building wealth? Tune out the noise. Stay steady, because while fear is loud, wealth is built in the quiet, in the patient, in the moments no one talks about. Lesson 4. The power of long tails. What if most of your efforts didn't have to succeed? Just a few had to really win. That's the quiet secret behind many of the world's greatest fortunes. Heinz Berggruen didn't build wealth by choosing only masterpieces. He bought thousands of pieces and waited for a few to explode in value. This concept, known as the long tail, runs deep in both investing and entrepreneurship. Venture capitalists lose on most startups, but one or two unicorns, they change everything. Amazon had its flops, but Prime and AWS, they carried the weight. The key? You don't need to be right all the time. You just need to stay in the game long enough for your outliers to shine. Lesson 5. Know the price and be willing to pay it. Everyone wants the reward, but few are ready to pay the price. And in investing, that price isn't just money, it's emotional. It's fear during downturns, doubt and uncertainty, the slow, steady patience to stay the course. Many try to dodge this cost, jumping in and out of markets, chasing shortcuts. But shortcuts rarely lead to success. Think of building wealth like climbing a mountain. You don't expect smooth paths or sunny skies the whole way up. You prepare for storms, slips, setbacks. Financial freedom is no different. The price is discomfort. But if you're willing to pay it, the view from the top, it's worth every single step. Lesson 6. Know when enough is enough. Chasing more can be a dangerous game, especially when you forget why you started in the first place. That's the trap of the hedonic treadmill. You hit a goal and then move the finish line. Again and again. Even billionaires like Bernie Madoff and Rajat Gupta weren't immune. They had everything, but the hunger for more cost them everything. Because true wealth isn't measured in mansions or million-dollar watches, it's measured in freedom. As Morgan Housel puts it, the highest form of wealth is the ability to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, for as long as you want. In the end, it's not about having more, it's about knowing when you finally have enough. Real wealth is quiet. Looking rich? That's easy. But being wealthy is something else entirely. It's quiet, subtle, deeply intentional. Real wealth isn't parked in your driveway or flashing on your wrist. It's in the money you choose not to spend, the freedom you quietly build, the power to say no, the discipline to stay steady, and the patience to let compounding do its magic. Financial freedom doesn't arrive with fireworks. It builds in the background, shaped by behavior, not brilliance, by consistency, not luck. Let the psychology of money work for you, because once your mindset is aligned, your wealth is already in motion. And all you need now, is time.